Good morning, guys. Welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, Part 3. There's a lot of juicy stuff happening, so let's just dive right into the story mode.
When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? Hell yeah. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look.
Burn them, or...
Let's just like act uninterested. I want to see what they're doing.
Okay.
You sit near the rivals with your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you would know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world makes you more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they're hiding and you instantly recognize it. Did you leave the book laying around? Yeah, I knew it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
Ouch.
I'm sorry, what? We're playing, hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep beep.
Thank you for running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey,
Hey.
watch it, you bucket of bolts.
Aww. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Be whap.
Who do you think you are talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from the stand mixer. Oh shit.
Womp womp.
Nickel!
What? No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzz.
Van Van jumps in to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh my lord. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. Damn. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I have got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Damn. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's painting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very tired. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkle stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Aww.
Aww.
Down, boy. Down. Oofed open.
That comment shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Oh yeah, Professor, wake me. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
Nice. You want to pay attention to the listen. Truly, you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Daddy Tasty.
Actually, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Dog biscuit?
You want to sample a dog biscuit?
Yeah, let's sample a dog biscuit. Who samples water?
Okay.
Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit treat is made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when... Ah! Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron.
What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit?
Oh god, we're terrible. Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks in horror as you fall unconscious from embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Are we about to die of embarrassment?
I don't know.
Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Oh, we just died of embarrassment!
That's why I said a glass of water, but no one listens to me.
Shut up. Try again.
I never tried to give up. What happens? Give up.
Don't give up. We'll just go to the main menu.
Oh.
I guess we can go with a glass of water. I think it's gonna be the pepper.
You want to go pepper?
Just go with a glass of water. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. He does. Oh, god damn it. I told you. Ew! You owe me $6.
Hey, that was mine. It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6.
And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Bitch, I told you it was the pepper.
We all make
Wow.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim.
Ooh.
Do we get more chicken? Oh, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
Via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics from these two is off the charts. You're on.
You wanna?
You're on.
Okay.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If you have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool!
Oh god, he got us so good.
Ooh, we got hearts.
Yes.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Daddy Tasty. I'll be watching your performance.
Bitch, you're not helping. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. He's gonna ref, isn't he?
Now, students, please settle down. This is lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Nice. Oh my lord. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face. Oh yeah, blast me in the face. Flashing the words timer ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh god, I'm scared. I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of contents that cannot be swept away.
The fuck does that even mean, man?
And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it is my chance to shine. Those thighs, though.
I know, right?
I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly.
Oh,
It always boils in 10 seconds, turn the heat on.
it's 104 and a half.
Why? It's
It makes
100C. I told you!
There was a timer
Fucking
going on.
Americans! I
There was-
told you it was 100C.
But there was a timer going on. It was at 1. I had to click something.
That's wrong. What were you thinking, Daddy Tasty? Get your head in the game. Oh, fuck. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know the Colonel Sanders recipe exactly, but you have an idea.
Okay, you guess I click.
How many herbs and spices
11.
did you say you used? Yes.
11.
That's great. You may not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What else state of mind offers flavor?
Gratitude?
Vigilance.
Oh.
Oh. I guess more than one could have been right. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from every day. You meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. What would be a great time to harness the energy? Small town, shoulder of Orion. First one. That's right. Shoot your shot. You're not going to miss it.
Aroo!
You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Silence, sizzling, bubbling. Sizzling? Silence. When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you. Daddy Tasty.
Nice. He's actually cheering you on.
Oh shit, one sec. Oh my bad. Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Oh shit! Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many missiles are going to second?
Damn it.
That's all.
Grrr.
Damn it! You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? Oh, come on!
You wanna read it?
What a hunk. I know, right?
You know what? You know what? Should not you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
You're in Colonel Sanders. What?
The timer's so fast. What the hell?
Damn it, none of those had to do with baking biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay, click.
Woof woof.
Oh, we're gonna lose. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station, however, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Uh, yikes. Zzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Brrr. You might not have any hands, but Daddy Tasty does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into mixture to rescue your dough before it's a. Are we gonna lose a hand?
I think so. Daddy Tasty, no!
Oh my god.
What?
You're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
Are we dying?
I hope so.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
We should not have picked the battle.
Yes, we should have. We should have just picked better answers.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it won't be fair to compare the two. On account of Daddy Tasty's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you could at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Oh my god. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells the story of excellence. I was going to ask Daddy Tasty to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his fingers into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Damn. Oh, yeah. As he places a sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage, or put yourself between them. Let's just internalize it for a second. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that... Bitch, I'm sorry. That they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester.
We messed up so big. So big.
No! Embarrassed and ashamed of your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad alone.
One sec. Something's happening with your mic.
What?
Say it again. It was distorting for some reason.
Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fry. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. You think I have never failed at anything before?
Yeah, kinda. That's exactly what I think. Tell me your
Well,
failures, Daddy.
well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I have walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician?
Obstetrician.
But I failed as an obstetrician.
Okay.
I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating.
Oh yeah, handle that ass.
Mu- Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I'm fucking sorry. I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I have got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. Not amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from getting the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay! Yo, Pop. Fuck off. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Again? Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Ugh.
Gorko, the Spork Monster is here to fight a hero.
Okay.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu?
I'm sorry, Gorgo, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night.
That was Borko, my twin, and I'm Gorko. I'm here to avenge them.
Are you stronger than Borko?
Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would.
I think what Daddy Tasty's saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do.
Inspiration strikes as you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp.
Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil student who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at the school until one day some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed.
Yes. A magic spell book?
Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who could cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear me, I'll be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Daddy Tasty. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them.
Yes.
Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Oh, I'm gonna get septic!
Bang, bang, shoot, shoot.
See, burning off your eyebrows was always the right choice. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Ooh, is that romantic? Stepping inside of Sanders' home surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. You notice the urn of ashes?
Yeah, and did you also notice the baby picture with the goatee?
Yes, I did. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Know what else I'm gonna nail?
You?
Colonel Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Is it French fries? Now that you've got him right where you want him, should you reveal your new creation or keep it a secret? I think we should just reveal it.
Real? Let's do it.
You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. Uh-oh. I present to you... Oh, it's coleslaw! Okay, yeah, my original coleslaw.
Wow.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together, you chow down on the creamy coleslaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I would like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
Is he gonna steal our recipe? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a second.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Oh. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
Which one
I want to start with the chicken. You notice a very realistic, oh god, it's stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Ugh. A little note clipped on the chicken foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on it. Okay. Bearded baby picture. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Okay, let's click on that dark spot.
This one?
Yes.
It's a safe, I think so.
This must be... Oh, where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. Is it 11? As soon... 11, 11, 11. Inside, you find a single note.
It's the stupidest code.
Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Ooh, we've opened a door.
Go.
Go. Oh, you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean?
They're gonna bang.
This is really weird. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Ooh. Oh crap, the jacket. You forget to take it off. You decide that's your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. Never tell the truth. Make a big move.
Move or cold?
Move. Move. Uh-oh.
Good job! You were 3 for 3 in getting us killed.
This isn't this kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still.
Good job. I'm picking this time.
Fine. Fine.
Okay, we're going with cold.
Fine. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace.
See? That's how you get it.
Shut your fucking mouth.
It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer?
Fuck him. Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying.
No, silly. You should be with me.
Okay. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, Daddy Tasty?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. You should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Ah! Dream sequence! Awesome. You wake to the beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. I swear to God, if it's chicken and biscuits.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
Fucking knew it! It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
Yes, I'll marry you. So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. They'd be the world's greatest gift to cookery.
Flatter?
Take him down a peg? Yeah, I guess.
I guess we can't peg him.
You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Hey, babe.
What?
Look me in the ass.
Nice.
Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. Wow, this bitch is annoying. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
Wait.
Because I had one heck of a night.
Oh, she got big.
I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Bitch, this is why we didn't sit next to you. Sure, but...
You will never believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me out and he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you had better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl.
I'm sorry, she's not the kind of girl to go on a date.
But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy. Know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite sushi house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say shush house? If that's a thing people just say, what is that even referring to?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. But I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school.
Oof.
If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right.
Damn.
After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways.
Oh.
Oh. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, but he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
Pop weighs about one of her titties. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides at school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerve, Daddy Tasty, suggesting that I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain.
Oof. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Daddy Tasty, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you even concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Daddy Tasty. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods.
Uh-oh.
See you inside, Daddy Tasty.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
No. Whoa, that's the book. It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. You met a flying potato monster.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful.
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edge of the page. Alright, let's stop that episode right here before we get into the good shit. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow with the trying to get some Daddy Sanders dick.
See you guys later.